Everyone in this room slow. My son drew a fish, labeled it fish, drew a fishing rod, drew a bait shop, and you looked at that and saw a school shooting. Nobody said anything.
Bro, his dad has so much aura. His dad has so much aura. I don't even think they're related, to be honest, by how they're acting.
Pulled my son out of class and called me at work because not one adult in this building stopped and said, "Hey, maybe that's a fishing rod." Mrs. Keller stared at the floor, and Principal Carter had nothing. My dad put the drawing in his pocket. "We're done here. Let's go." Next art class, I
No, expel him still. Expel him.
drew Mrs. Keller and labeled it donkey in case there was any confusion.
So at the end, he calls his teacher a donkey? I still feel like he should get expelled for that. No, I can't lie. That was a pretty good story, but I didn't smile, so no points to his story yet. Next video, the Hellcat.
I was stopped at a red light when headlights flashed across my mirror and everything went sideways. The airbag slammed my head back and guacamole from my DoorDash order flew everywhere.
Wait, that wasn't a smile. That wasn't a smile. Oh, it was a smile, wasn't it? Okay, that's 1 point to him. That's 1 point to his story. I wasn't even smiling because it was funny, though. I was smiling because, low-key, that's something I would do. Like, imagine getting in a car crash and your first worry is your DoorDash order. He's low-key just like me.
I couldn't hear anything except ringing. I crawled out through the passenger side, tried to stand, and my legs gave out. I'm on my hands and knees on the pavement when I hear, "Bro, what the hell? My brand new car.
What a fire outfit.
Just got it yesterday." An orange Hellcat was sitting sideways in the intersection with smoke coming off the tires. Some kid was standing over me screaming, "Why'd you reverse into me?" I looked up at him from the ground.
How is he even tall enough to drive? He's like 4'3".
"I can't feel my legs." "I don't care about your legs. Look what you did to my car." He pulled out his phone and started filming.
Does that count as 2 laughs because I just laughed? Or does it not because this is the same video? I'm not gonna cheat, whatever. That counts as 2, fine. It doesn't even matter because I'm not gonna laugh or smile 3 more times in the video.
His Hellcat without even glancing at me or my flipped car. "My dad's a lawyer, so you're either gonna pay for my car or we're gonna bury you." I couldn't even stand up, and this kid was threatening to sue me. Cops showed up 10 minutes.
Where did the cops come from? Look at that road. Are y'all seeing that road? Whatever town this is almost as weird as Bakersfield.
Minutes later, and the kid completely transformed, limping and holding his neck. He told the officer I reversed into his
Is the officer the kid's dad from the last video?
Hellcat for no reason. The cop took one look at my Corolla on its side next to the brand new Hellcat and didn't even ask for my side. He gave me the ticket and left. I'm sitting on the curb holding my legs when a second cruiser pulled up. The kid saw it and started limping again. The door opened and I heard, "Oh hell no." It was my dad's buddy from the neighborhood. He'd been on patrol and heard the call. He crouched down next to me. "Tell me everything."
Get him,
I told
officer.
him what happened. He looked at both cars.
Is that officer wearing shoulder pads? Or is that just me? He might just be jacked. Who knows?
And shook his head. "I believe you, but without proof, there's nothing I can do. Is there anything, any witness, any camera?
Lock him up. Put him in jail.
Anything?" I almost said no. Then I looked at my Corolla and saw it through the cracked windshield. The dash cam I installed 6 months ago to catch DoorDash scammers. Still mounted to the dash, right where I left it. Actually, yeah, I do. He
car's
watched
gonna
me
blow up.
crawl over
The
to
car's
my
gonna blow
car, reach through the broken window, and pull out the SD card. He plugged it into his laptop in the cruiser. 30 seconds of footage. My car sitting still at a red light. The Hellcat spinning out of a dealership. The kid laughing right before he slammed into me. Everything the kid told the first cop was a lie, and now we both knew it. He stepped out of the cruiser, walked straight to the kid, and got in his face. "You want to tell me what really happened?" The kid backed up a full step. His fake limp was gone. He looked over at me, then
Why did he have to have the camera in his car?
back at the cop standing 6 inches from his nose. "You filed a false report, and that limp you walked in with healed up real quick." The kid started stammering. "My dad's a lawyer. You can't just call him. You're gonna need one." He was right.
Oh,
I ended up
that was low-key a bar. I can't even lie.
settling for enough money to buy 5 Hellcats thanks to a $30 dash cam.
To Leo, buy one, get one snacks means maximizing his savings potential. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Smiles for Keeps in Reading, where your family's smiles come first. Call us today or visit us at smilesforkeeps.com.
Okay, so we got 2 laughs from that video. That's all you're gonna get though, okay? You're not getting any more laughs. I will say, it was kind of an interesting story, but let's move on. Next one, she broke my project.
A girl named Madison bumped into me in the hallway, and my science project I was carrying dropped and cracked
Can anyone get me Madison's at? I'm sorry.
on the floor. I'd spent 4 weeks making my own organic stain remover spray, and now the liquid was all over the floor. I quickly grabbed the bottle to save what was left, and Madison looked down at me and laughed. "Guess your stupid project is ruined. Mine's way..."
That's right, Madison, you get him. Keep trash talking to Madison, I love it.
Better anyway. See you in the gym. She laughed and walked off. I carried my project to the gym and started supergluing the bottle of my spray together. But Madison sat at the table next to me and laughed at me trying to repair my project. She announced, "This was so easy if you're actually smart. I barely spent 20 minutes and mine's..."
Okay, Madison's my new favorite character. She's the GOAT. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Also, look at the pose she's doing. That looks like Marcus Rashford celebration. I don't even know if half of you guys will understand what that meant, but let's just carry on.
Still better, she pointed at my project. I finished my repair just as the judges started walking around, but I barely had enough spray left to demonstrate anything. The judges reached Madison, and she proudly showed off.
Hold up!
I barely had enough spray left to demonstrate anything. The judges reached Madison.
Is that not the kid's dad from the first video again? Am I seeing things? His dad's playing a new character every time. Am I seeing things wrong?
And she proudly showed off her volcano, made of red paper mache. She told them the inside of the volcano was filled with red ink. Then she held up a button and said, "If I press this, the ink will flow out of it like lava. Would you like to see?"
This video is so unrealistic, guys. If this was real school, obviously, Madison would be getting dress coded. Look at what she's wearing. So I think we have to take a point off for unrealisticness. Just saying.
He held up a button and said, "If I press this, the ink will flow out of it like lava. Would you like to see?" The judges were impressed and nodded, but when she pressed the button, nothing happened. Her smile dropped, and she slammed the button repeatedly, but again, nothing. The judges leaned in and wrote something on their clipboards, but suddenly, the ink exploded. It went all over the judges' white shirts and ruined their clothes. Madison went pale and grabbed tissues to try clean it, but when she wiped their shirts, she smeared the ink around and only made it worse. The judges backed away and told her to stop. She kept apologizing, but they just moved to my project next, still in their destroyed
It's time to cook them, judges. Come on, cook them.
shirts. They asked me, "What is your project?" And I
Why is that judge kind of mogging, bro?
replied, "Let me show you." I took out my stain remover spray, sprayed it on their shirts, and wiped it with my own brush I'd also made. Immediately, the ink stains disappeared. The judge's face dropped as he yelled, "My shirt is clean again." One by one, I cleaned every judge's shirt, using up every last drop of my spray. They gave me the
That's not a real thing. That spray does not exist.
gold ribbon, and when I looked over, Madison threw her arms in the air in anger and knocked her volcano over. The rest of the red ink spilled onto her clothes, and I just held up my empty bottle of stain remover. Too bad, I'm all out. Bet you wish you had my stupid project now.
Does this kid just have the best luck in the world? No matter what happens, he always ends up on top. When are we gonna see him lose in one of these videos? Let's hope he loses in this one called Guess Who's Dating My Sister? It's me.
I walked into my kitchen and saw the kid who used...
I just realized he has two different colored eyes. He's like, what do they call that? What do they call that when you have two different colored eyes? Heteromochia. He has heteromochia.
I walked into my kitchen and saw the kid who used to shove me into lockers, sitting at our dinner table with his arm around my twin sister, Christy. "Hey."
That's right. Raise up his sister, bro.
"Hey," Christy said, jumping up and grabbing my elbow before I could turn around. She pulled me into the
No DNA test needed there.
hallway and lowered her voice. "I know what you're thinking. He's different now. Please, just give him a chance tonight. For me." This was Brett, the kid who chipped my front tooth against a water fountain in 10th grade. So I sat down across from them to find out if he'd really changed, or if my sister was about to get hurt by the same guy who hurt me. Mom kept an eye on us from the stove while Christy carried the conversation. "Tell him about your summer job, babe." Brett talked about painting houses for his uncle, said the heat was brutal, but the money was good. The kind of small talk that almost made me forget who he was. He set down his fork.
What are they eating? Are they just eating? Is that dog poop?
And met my eyes. "I know this is weird, man. I'm not the same kid I used to be. I
Lil bro, you are not a kid at all right? You are at least 35.
still think about that day at the water fountain, and I'm sorry. It sounded real, and he didn't flinch when he said it." Mom was smiling at him like he was already family. Christy squeezed my hand under the table, and I felt myself starting to believe him. I almost told him it was okay, but Mom's voice cut in from the dining room. "Christy, come grab the plates." The second my sister stepped out of the kitchen, his smile changed. "Christy showed me your old yearbook photos," he said, leaning back in his chair. "The ones from before I cracked your tooth." That same smile crept across his face, the one from the locker hallway. "She actually thinks I changed. You both did. That's the best part."